posted on Facebook. You're live, just so you know. So don't say anything.
Except for Kyle's at home with a binky?
Yes. He says he's not going to paste. He's not going to offend anybody tonight. We'll find out.
I'll offend Kyle.
That's fine. Nobody cares about Kyle.
Him and his little sucking on his thumb at home.
I'm tired. I stayed up too late. I was out partying too hard.
And Kyle.
Oh, there we go. Hey, it's Mike Woods. Hooray, no Kyle. Team Boob. Hey ho. Yeah, they're A-hoes. Oh, you got candy. And meat sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Preston loves the meat stick. He likes the long, thin meat stick. So these are spicy.
They got a little kick to them. We got them at Kitchen Kettle Village.
All right. And so we'll get people a few minutes to get in.
I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. Preston's got a call. Hey, Ed. How you feeling? Why can't I open the candy? I wanted to go find. There we go. Preston does love all the meat sticks. Yeah, but we don't have any liquor. You can send us liquor, care of. So how's everybody's weekend? It's a big weekend for racing. So I told Kyle, we have to have a show tonight. It's race weekend. Of course, I don't know what happened in real racing. I didn't watch any of that. Yeah, let's see here. We're going to get this show rolling while we wait for Preston. Now, I'm going to tell you, wasn't a whole heck of a lot of racing this week, was there? Who raced Saturday? Somebody had to have raced Saturday, didn't they? Ah, I remember who. Let's see here. Saturday, Ultimate with their off-road mini-series with Pit Stop Hobbies. They ran Saturday. Final results are two-wheel drive buggy, Thomas Kaufman, Ryan Gamber, and Riso Gamber. Four-wheel drive buggy, Jerry Tobias, Austin Weaver. Mini Max, Kyle Martin, Case Martin, and George Varsdick.
I'm back.
He is back.
I'm back.
You know George Varsdick can drive off-road?
Really?
Yeah, he finished 3.
Nice.
It's not bad. He didn't look bad when I watched him. Open two-wheel drive short course, Jared Peckham, Jerry Tobias, Brian Wolfham. Open stadium truck, Thomas Kaufman, Brian Waltman, Riso Gamber. Those all do have kick. Sportsman, Kyle Martin, Case Martin, Colt Martin. That's a lot of Martins. Guess who was last?
Who?
Lance Batdorf. And the rookie class. The rookie two-wheel drive buggy. Rookie buggy.
Just like Oval.
Yes, yeah. Well, you know what? I saw he was leading. And then all of a sudden he just disappeared off the results.
Huh.
So I guess he broke. Sounds like Oval.
Sounds like Lance.
Yep, sounds like Lance.
I'll disrespect Lance because it's Lance.
You're allowed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't gotten old enough to deserve respect.
Nah.
Yeah.
Still a young punk.
Punk is right.
You know, I had fun hanging out with him that other week at 183, though.
Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah,
he's all right, but he is a punk.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, what do you expect?
Yeah.
I mean, this past week, though, what kind of racing do we have?
Rain.
Yeah, rain racing. So none. So it's been really light on results the last 2 weeks. But Ultimate did get in a show yesterday because yesterday was beautiful.
I mean, if you race boats right now, it'd be good.
Yeah, it would be. 10-5 late model, George Varsdick, Sean Horning, and Scott Davies. He is basically last because it looks like Kermit went home. So I'm glad to see George Varsdick won. Was that spicy too?
No, they got a little bit of smoke to them.
They do. Why do you pick something so deadly?
I got some sweet and fire pickles too. I could have brought. They were good.
I've already been farting, man.
Okay.
This is only gonna make it worse.
Hey, speaking of Lance, what's up, Lance?
Hey, Lance, we weren't talking about you at all. 13-5 sprint. Do you know who won 13-5 sprint?
When I saw that, I almost fell down.
Justin Wright now.
I almost fell down.
I told you, he looked pretty good in that 360. He was looking good. He was being consistent.
Yeah, and then he tried to run mod, and he
wasn't quite ready for that. But he's been doing good in 360, so I'm glad to see him going back out there and trying it out and having a good day.
Yeah.
He beat Kerry Siegfried and Hal Gilmer.
Hal was for both.
Yes, for both Kerry and Hal.
Yeah.
Hal got the pole.
Yeah.
So, and you know, there were some quick guys there. I mean, Kuzer was there.
Yeah.
It looked like Kuzer had a bad day. And Ray every once in a while pulls something out.
Yeah.
I was going to say out of his ass. But, you know, every once in a while he pulls out a good run.
Well, pulls out of his ass.
I'm going to hear about this tomorrow. Stuck in your teeth, huh?
I won't be there tomorrow night, so.
Okay. I won't either, actually. And we got 17-5 sprint car. Guess who won that? 17-5
George Varsnick.
There's no need to be mean.
I was hoping for it.
Okay. Phil Marabella. But guess who was second?
George.
No. Keep going.
John Pauly.
No, actually, no. The guy who typically doesn't finish a race.
Lance.
You got it. Lance Patdorf was second with John Pauly third. George was fourth.
Huh.
BL2 Mud Boss, John Pauly. Barney Tan pulls out a second. And Todd Becker.
Was there only 2 cars there?
There was more, actually. There was a B-main.
Oh, okay.
Todd Becker was third. He won last week, so good going, Todd. So it's, you know, been a lot of upsets this weekend. Midget, Lance Batdorf.
Blind squirrel finds into that every once in a while.
Every once in a while. John Pauly, Matt Kirkpatrick. I think Pauly was sick, I think. Yeah, that's probably why he didn't win. Mini Mud Boss, Matt Kirkpatrick, John Pauly, and Glenn Killian. Traxxas Modified, Matt McGowan. Second place, Barney Tan, Alex Moyer. I think Barney Tan's new nickname will be second place because he's always second.
He's not tall enough to stand at the first place podium, so he has to finish second. Yeah, exactly.
Because if he finishes first, that podium's going to be too high over his head.
Yeah, so he's got to finish second.
Second's as high as he can go because he will just disappear.
Yep.
Oh.
He's a good sport too. He takes it really good.
He does. He really can't dish it out. He tries to, but he can't. But I mean, maybe he's got that wrestling thing going for him. Maybe
DDT us.
Maybe he could beat the crap out of us. I don't know.
He'd punch us in our balls. It's about as high as he can reach.
Maybe. He probably thinks we're punching bags. Probably doesn't know any different. All right, let's see here. We had Park Lane, their off-road season opener.
They had a heck of a crowd.
Did they?
112 entries, 66 drivers.
Park Lane?
Yeah.
Holy shit, they did.
I saw that yesterday.
Wow. That's amazing.
They had a...
That really grew since last year.
They had a hell of a turnout.
Enzo. They must have been there for 2 days.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go over the results here. All right. Wow, there were C-mains. Wow.
Yeah.
Don't you wish you were an off-road? Look at that. Look at that competition.
I haven't seen that many people in a while.
No.
Besides LCRC's big races.
Yeah, Sportsman A Main, Mike Spice. Spice? Spice?
Spies.
Spice?
And then Zach Spies.
Oh, I'm glad you got that. And Jace Deck. I can do that one.
Park Lanes is outdoor off-road.
Yep. They do indoor on-road and mini Z and indoor off-road, but now they're at their outdoor track up in Douglasville.
Yeah, by the police station.
Yeah, so go check them out over in Pottstown if you want to find out more. Mini Truggy A-Main, Rich Deck, Josh Morgan, Andrew Natal. A lot of names I haven't heard before.
That says it's
Four-wheel
off-road.
drive, Mod Short Course, Larry Mullen, Johnny Evo, Corey Kimball.
That's a neat name.
It is.
Johnny Evo.
Yeah, that is. That's not bad. He sounds like a race driver.
Yeah. Did you watch any of the Indy 500?
Not at all.
Do you know the one guy's name is called Stingray? His first name is Stingray.
What was wrong with his parents?
I don't know, but he crashed when Kyle Larson crashed, but his name is Stingray.
Oh. Is that what happened to Larson?
Yeah.
How high was he up to?
13th.
No, that's not bad.
He crashed in both races. And he crashed at NASCAR too.
Did he just screw up? Was he tired?
He spun out early in the race,
Okay.
got back on the lead lap, and then got caught in somebody else's mess in the NASCAR race.
Okay. 8th Scale Sportsman E-Buggy, A-Main, Reed Frame, The Stig, Corey Kimball. Nitro Buggy, A-Main, Nitro?
Yeah. I'm surprised they had that over there.
Yeah, Zachary Sinclair, Gary Terry, Jason Mazie. They had 11 in the feature.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Why do I hear myself?
Oh, yeah.
8th Scale E-Truggy A-Main, Matt Brown, Tim Rothenberger.
Timmy boy.
Yeah, Kendrick Grace. Nitro Truggy A-Main.
They had a nitro buggy and a nitro truggy.
Apparently it didn't go off.
No.
1/8 Pro E-Buggy, Zachary Sinclair, Matt Brown, DJ. That's some names there, man.
Off-road,
All
you have
right.
some weird names.
They do. So there you go. That was a huge freaking ordeal there, man.
Mm-hmm.
62 drivers. That's good for them.
Yeah.
Glad to see they got some success with that. Took a year.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
you know,
no,
it's
it
paying
usually
off.
does.
Yeah. Paying off.
But you got to think, your off-road scene.
Yeah. There's so many places really to run for those.
Yeah, it's not like Oval.
Yeah. I mean, you got
Oval, you
LCRC, you got a Pit Stop, now you got Ultimate,
Trains
and Lanes, and you
But
got
it's
Park
not
Lane.
like Oval where you can throw a rock and hit a oval track.
Yeah. And it's more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
You complain about the price of a mod sprint car.
Yeah, go buy a 1/8 buggy.
Yeah. And the nitro one at that, man.
Yeah, I used to have a 1/8 Lucy buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it ain't cheap.
No, it's not.
No. And the motors for just the battery packs alone.
And that was 10 years ago. I had the
Yeah.
nitro one or more. More.
3S batteries of like
Yeah.
RJ Speedrome. This was their first points race. 17.5 street stock. Wayne Lindenmuth. Fetzvana. Medevac Mike. I like that name. Fetzvana.
That's a... Wow.
305 sprint car. Matt Groover. Brian Palancar. Sean Black. You know Matt Groover? I've been calling him Smurf. He dresses all in blue.
I thought he was the professional.
He's a Smurf now.
Professional Smurf.
There you go. 360 sprint, James Mann, Dylan Moyer, Dave Wenzel. 410 sprint, Cameron Fleur, Eric Belts, Brett Hollinger. BL2 Mud Boss, myself, James Mann, and Tim Mann. Intermediate 12T, Austin Yerk, Toby Reinhardt, Bob Madonna. Tracks is Midwest Modified. Guess who?
The professional Smurf.
The professional Smurf, Matt Groover, Medevac Mike, and Bob Madonna. So that's your weekend in racing. Really, it's been terrible up here the last 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
When do you think Pheasantland's going to open? They're not open tomorrow, I think, are they?
No, they're practicing tomorrow.
Okay, are they?
But then it's supposed to rain Wednesday and Thursday, so who knows how wet the track will be.
Yeah. Are they running Friday? Racing Friday?
Practice again.
Okay, all right.
Next Tuesday's going to be their first points.
All right, so there you go. So it'll be in June.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a late start to the season.
Even if they tried to race, though, they wouldn't have got any races in.
No. Mm-mm. I mean, what are your thoughts about racing? Where are you going to race? You haven't raced much this year so far for outdoor.
And I'm not going to have much.
Okay.
I mean, like, I leave for vacation soon. I come back and I got some side jobs I got to do. I'll be at our series races the 21st and the 28th, but then even like the weekend of the 4th of July, I have a big side job I got to do.
So basically, you're waiting for winter.
I might be.
Okay. Well.
It's just...
Well, I got your car, so I'll just keep that warmed up.
And then we got camping trips planned, and we got vacation to Florida planned.
And then you got vacation in the fall.
Yeah.
You take too many vacations, man.
Hey, when you got the vacation, use it.
You got the money, though?
Yeah.
Jesus,
I got
rich guy.
I got a
Rich
sugar
guy.
mama.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, you bagged a good one.
Yeah.
All right, good job.
I mean,
Hopefully she ain't watching.
We
You
are
might,
now.
have your shit thrown out tonight.
We are camping at a race,
Oh, which one?
the Fringer Memorial,
Oh, wait. We
July
forgot.
19th.
That's a place we forgot. Saturday, Deer Run ran.
Yeah, they did.
You can't forget that.
Well, yeah,
It's just... And I think we probably have to go over White Rose. They ran. Because they've been getting decent turnouts. Why is it all these tracks that, last year didn't get anything? Now they're getting really good turnouts. And normal tracks that get good crowds just aren't. Like even RJ's.
I think
Compared to where they were last year,
that
was a huge success yesterday.
I think if you have an outdoor oval and you get 45 plus this summer any day,
Not for a big race.
yeah, take that as a
Success.
yes.
Yeah. 360 13.5 sprint. Tanner Welk, Scott Carpenter, Justin Albright. 410 mod sprint. Kyle Lloyd, Jake Hartlob, Steve Loy. Buggy street stock. Jeremy Garrett, Shane Garrett. Crate late. Dale Welk, Justin Albright, Grandpa Martin. Losi sprint. Andy Zeller, Grandpa Martin. Mike Yazvosky. Mod late model, Scott Carpenter, Justin Albright, Andy Zeller. Mud Boss, Dale Welk, Mike Yazvosky, Jeremy Garrett. Traxxas Mod, Jeff Palmer, Grandpa Martin, Sean Good. Here's the thing I'm seeing, though. Well, all the classes are a little on the light side, but Losi Sprint and the Traxxas Mod seem to have the best. The Mud Boss 3, just jeez. People are gravitating outside of the typical Salvas Mud Boss world, seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem like the biggest class anymore.
But I think if you get 45 plus on a regular race day anymore,
Yeah.
and even a big race, if you get 90, be happy.
Yeah.
I think the over 100
Yeah.
might.
Let's see. White Rose did not run this weekend. The last time they ran was 5:17. And they had 17 drivers. Was that oval? No. That was on road.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. So.
I think the oval thing, the winter was so busy.
Yeah.
I think
People are burned out.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are taking breaks.
Maybe. I mean, their last oval event, they had 39 entries for Asphalt Oval.
Honestly, I think that's what it is. I mean, winter. And I think now that we have so many quality tracks in the winter.
Right.
With RJ's, the factory.
Right.
And Pheasantland.
Yep.
People don't have to race as much in the summer now.
Right.
They can do other things.
Right. And that might be it. So, let it take a break and then come back in the wintertime.
Like, honestly, my wife could care less if I race in the wintertime because it's cold.
She doesn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
But now she wants to get out and about.
Yeah. Which is, I think, a lot of wives.
Yeah.
Like, who cares? It's wintertime. It's 20 degrees outside. You know what? go race. I don't want to go do nothing.
Yep.
But then, oh, it's 70 degrees out. And especially like now, the weeks have been so ugly.
Yes, when the weekend's nice.
You can't do nothing
Right.
at your house
Right.
outside. And then the weekends are nice.
Mm-hmm.
You
You
need
get
it.
out there, yeah, you got to do the yard work, clean
Yeah,
up everything,
like
and the
that's-
grass is like 6 foot high
Yeah,
after just a
so-
week. So,
I think that has a lot to do with it too.
yep. Wait, where is everybody? Nobody's saying anything. People alive? They alive on there?
He's dead.
They might be
Are
dead.
we dead?
We might be. Ah, Ed said deer run, so I just see that now. Ed says he's got a little movement back in his left leg.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Jesse Bucker. What's up, people? What's up, Jesse? It's Barney. Hey, you guys. Is Park Lane indoors? You answered Mike,
Yeah.
didn't you? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
outdoor. They got indoor too.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now they're in outdoor mode. So, and that's off site. But, so.
Guess their food truck there sold out by 3 p.m. I heard
Really?
yesterday. I saw that post Enzo put up.
You gotta be a happy camper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this week we got Leicester's, the Racer Series. They're moving out there on Saturday.
Yep.
So if you're that'll be Leicester's season opener.
I guess
won't it?
that's going to all depend on how much, because we could get a half inch to an inch of rain between Wednesday and Thursday, and if that happens again, Leicester's
Yeah.
pitting.
I mean, right here it's showing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday rain.
Yeah. Like it.
Yeah, and that's why you guys called it off, because their pits are in the
Yeah,
grass,
they
and it's
said
basically it turns into a marsh.
They told us they could have got the track really good,
Yeah,
but everybody would have been sinking in the pitting.
right. And
So that's why we had to make that call.
no. And that's the thing. Nobody wanted to be. That was the one thing everybody was concerned about, because nobody wants to be stuck there having to be towed out.
Yeah. And we don't want to tear up.
Yeah,
it's
they
their
don't want
front
to tear up their
It's
yard
their
either.
yard.
Yes, they don't want that either.
Yeah, so.
So I
I
don't
hope
know.
Bill can get the race in. I hope Leicesters can finally get a race in. But
Yeah, they've had a lot of bad luck, but a lot of tracks have.
yeah, if this rain's gonna, like Ultimate, they
Yeah.
probably won't get a Thursday night race in again, if the weather stays out.
3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's. I'm a little tired of it,
Yeah.
because it's 2 weeks there. Didn't go to a race.
But even like I was camping this weekend. Like Friday, it rained off and on.
Right. There was
And it
no
was
chance
windy.
you could get a race.
I couldn't even sit outside of my camper.
Right.
I couldn't have my awning open.
Yeah.
And then Saturday was the same way.
Yep. Where is everything? Nothing's going live. It seems like the computer's working. All right, so maybe.
Somebody say something to us.
Yes.
Are you quiet because Kyle isn't here?
Maybe there's 16 people there, but
I mean,
nobody's saying anything.
Tell Kyle to get
I
off
just wonder
his.
if my chat's working.
Mine's not.
And last one I see is Mike Woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Everybody make fun of Kyle, telling him he's sucking on his binky at home.
Maybe they're all chatting with Kyle.
Yeah, telling him. And then like Barney usually says like 5 things when we make fun of him. He didn't even say anything when we made fun of
Yeah.
him.
I don't know. Maybe we were banned. There we go. We are listening. All right. Maybe they're all in the same room listening together.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Then why aren't we there? Oh, I mean, I'm hoping this weather breaks. I'm sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm ready for summer.
All I
Like
know-
today is like probably the first really good day we've had in a while. Other than that, it's been too cold and rainy.
That driving out to Carlisle on 78 and 81 with the rain and all that.
Yeah, miserable.
Oh my God, it sucks.
And then with all the trucks
Yep.
and all the jackhole drivers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't want to be doing it. But hey, at least you're not driving down 76 into Philly.
I got 2 more weeks and the job's done, so
Okay.
now you can get back to somewhat of normal life.
Work faster.
I can only do so much. I'm waiting on material a lot.
Barney doesn't mind.
I know, Barney.
We
You're a
like
good.
Barney.
Yeah, you're a good
Yeah.
sport.
Yes. Barney's a fixture at the track. If Barney ever stopped coming, we wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah. I still think we should set up a wrestling ring one time and have him and Kyle wrestle in the infield.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I would feel bad for Barney. I don't think he's going to win that one, though.
I think he could take Kyle.
You think?
He'd go for Kyle's knees and he'd be done.
Yeah, that's true. Those knees aren't.
Yeah.
They can't. I don't know. They've been holding up a lot all these years.
That's mean. They're weak.
Could be. Could be. I need to just pop.
Yeah.
Pop like pimples.
We gotta. Okay, everybody.
Everybody kick Kyle in the knee.
We gotta get a poll up. Do we want to see Barney and Kyle wrestle in the infield?
Maybe.
I bet we could sell tickets for that.
Maybe. Maybe Kyle and Aaron Miller.
That'd be sumo.
That's what I was thinking.
But I don't want to
They'd
see
have
them.
to both wear diapers.
I don't want to see them in diapers.
Oh.
I don't know anything about the Lucy Sprint.
We'll have to do like some basic setup talk. I mean, and I don't really know much about the Lucy Sprint. I've worked on Marks a little bit.
I drove it like 5 laps, and that's all I've done.
Yeah, I mean,
and I was about ready to throw that little controller across the freaking room.
the nice thing about those is you can just bind them up with any other Spectrum controller. I mean, talk to Groover. Groover's got the setup in his. So does Matt Bruns. Matt Bruns has his run. And if Matt Bruns would show up, he would be glad to tell you. The only thing I could say is, like, put heavier oil in the right rear shock and just turn down on it, on those adjustable collars. And I really thought the wings would work the way our sprint car wings do, but there's limited movement on those. So, just remember, if you're loose, put the wing to the back. If you're tight, put the wing to the front. And tighten down on the left front and the right rear. And light shock oil in the right front, heavy in the right rear.
Just send it.
And just run it as hard as you can right in the wall. If it doesn't hit the wall,
I do know one thing.
Fast enough.
Take your diff apart.
Yeah, and tighten up everything. Make sure it's all put together.
Before you even put it on the track,
yes, because a lot of people have been breaking their diffs.
Take the transmission out. Take the diff apart.
Yep, they've been falling apart.
Snug stuff up.
Yes. Or, like what is going on is the transmission just not tight enough.
The diff, because it's a gear diff.
Okay.
And the gear diff
so
has
it's just falling apart.
Yeah, the gear diff has that 4 screws on. You got to make sure those are tight.
They didn't tighten 4 screws, and they couldn't tighten at least 2.
Nope.
Because
I seen some pictures of some of the diffs that came out that people didn't tighten them, and they're like shredded.
I mean, whoever runs 4 bolts inside their fucking diff? I don't.
The GFRPs have 4 on.
Yeah, you don't run all 4 of them. You only
On the case.
Yeah, you only need 2.
No, put them all on.
No, you only need 2. Do you know how much smoother it makes it when you only do 2? It's Memorex. That is an old one. Kyle will be like, what the fuck? Is it live or is it Memorex? Oh, so yeah. So we're sick and tired of rain. Hey, I posted something today that I saw that was interesting. Did you read it?
Yes, leave me out of it.
No.
Yep.
No. You have opinions.
No, I'm done
We
giving
like
opinions.
Like, let's.
I'm done opinions.
This one's pretty innocuous.
Nope, everybody hates me to begin with, so I'm done.
They all love you.
No, everybody hates me.
Should expert drivers be allowed to compete in entry-level classes? I think
Mum's the word.
Brandy Williams has the best one. If that class is designed as an entry-level class or novice class, then no. But other spec classes are not entry-level. If you want novice or entry-level drivers only, then designate the class as such. I agree. Otherwise, anyone can run any class. We have too many classes as it is. It splits the field. Grow a set and run with people who are out of your league. It's only going to make you better as a racer. Would you agree with that?
Mum's the word.
Mum's the word. I agree with that. So
I'm not allowed to have opinions anymore.
you're allowed to have opinions.
No, I'm not.
They just, can't be around old people.
No, I'm not allowed to have any opinion anymore, so I'm done doing opinions.
I mean,
Do they run foam tire? Staubs in Gettysburg runs foam tires, and they're trying to get the foam tire EDMs going. And I think RJ's is going to try to run foam tires if people show up.
Pheasantland tried.
The outdoor track won't do it.
Indoor track.
Yeah.
Also, I was talking to Ruber a little bit about foam tire yesterday. And I've heard from some other people that have been in this for a while. They said, the reason why they went away from foam tire to rubber tire is that guys were like, we'll have more competitive racing.
The hardest part I went on foam tire one time.
Yeah.
The hardest part for a new guy to get into foam tire is the truing.
Yeah.
Like, that's the hardest part.
Right.
Unless you know somebody that can do it for you.
Right.
Buying a $300 truer.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
And a learning curve.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where I think the hardest part is as far as figuring it out. But it does seem like it does simplify things, because now, instead of all these different tires, you're down to just foams. One foam compound, maybe two.
And there's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, okay. But it's still the same tire. And you can run those for a while till you're too small to keep throwing. So I don't know. Do you think foam might be a good way to go?
You're not going to get the new guys.
No? The truing would just be too complicated.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's the fact of the $300 truer.
Right.
Now, if you had a group of guys together that would go together and buy the truer, that's
but
not
then
fair.
again, I mean, look at the amount of guys that spend $250 on that tire washer.
Mm-hmm. I won mine, so I'm good.
I know, but the amount of guys that have spent that, I mean, it's not much more. So it's just.
But it's a lot easier for a new guy
to learn how to clean tires versus truing tires.
Yes.
I mean,
and you don't need to
tires,
have that.
Yes. It does seem like a little bit of a lost art at this point. So.
Because Cooper was telling me how they do it, that they put grooves in one way and grooves in another.
But
like
guys that have been at it for a while, they could always make something more complicated, because they're like, if I do it this way, I get a slight advantage.
Yeah.
So that's eventually you learn that shit.
Well, I race slot cars and we true tires for slot cars.
Okay, well there you go.
But that was a little tire that was that big towards a.
Oh, just multiply it up.
Yeah, but if
it's still a tiny tire.
But if you screwed up that tire,
you could buy another for $1.
It was only like $8 for the set.
Yeah.
What's up, Tyler?
I mean, that's we were talking about it, and like in some ways, it's like it does seem like that might be a better choice, especially when you're taking your sprint car out there and it's like none of my tires work. I took yours out there yesterday, and I'm like, I don't have enough time to set this thing up, and none of the tires work. So I'm like, well, we're just going to pack that up and put it away.
That's why I like spec tire.
Yeah, then you're stuck. Because, listen, I would have been stuck with quasi tires, and that car would not have worked. It would have needed a lot more work to go. Because
I'm sure if you would have put a different set of quasis on, it probably would have worked.
Maybe. So, I don't know. It's just, after I broke the servo of mine, I don't know what the hell happened to that. It just went into 3, just stopped. But I did look at that servo. It was probably a really cheap servo from China. I'm like, yeah, that probably cost about $15. So it lasted a year. Well, probably more than that. Who knows where that servo came from?
And you hit a lot of shit with that thing.
I never hit anything. Never.
Okay.
You should have. Well, that's fine. That's like hitting a marshmallow. Oh, you should have seen the tumble that James Mann did on the backstretch when Dylan Moyer spun out in front of him. I don't know how that car survived, but it went end over end about 7 times into the fence. And they put it back out, and it still ran. How was that possible? He got lucky there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that race was getting whittled down. There weren't many 360 sprints, but it was getting whittled down. So, yeah. So anyway, entry level. Like Traxxas Modified, that's, entry level, but it's not a novice.
13.5 Mud Boss at Pheasantland was a novice over the winter. It was ugly racing.
Oh, you're having opinions now.
I told them flat out that those guys should have been embarrassed for some of those races.
Well, we're looking pretty shady out there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot of wrecking.
Yeah, the 13.5 Mud Boss. The problem is we had a lot of new people that went
Skipped.
Skip BL2 novice and went right to 13.5.
Well, we don't have a BL2
Well,
novice.
12T or whatever.
Right.
But they skipped that and went right to 13.5 big block.
Yeah, that's a more finicky car.
Yeah, and it showed in those races.
Yeah. I mean, no matter what, it's just those 13.5s are a lot torqueier.
Yeah.
It's real easy to lose it with those.
Yeah, and
They don't react, especially with...
If you're tight, you're tight.
Right. And with those tires, with like the Banditos, the Hot Laps, and the Hoosiers, at a certain level, they have more grip than the stock Traxxas tires.
Yeah.
But when they let go, they just let go.
But the thing is, if you don't even know how to set up a 12T or a BL2,
Right.
you should not.
And the biggest problem with the 13.5 Mud Boss, it's real easy to overdrive it going
Yep.
in. And then once you get midway through the corner, what's it want to do? Just spins out.
And what's the main thing?
Or it goes into the wall. Take your pick.
What's the biggest thing a lot of people do? Overgear them.
Yes.
So they-
Right.
So they overdrive the corner because they're overgeared.
Right, because they usually... What happens is they screw up coming out of turn 4, then they stand on it, and then they keep in the throttle too long.
Yep.
How do I know that? Because I've done it. So, and then you go into the
We all
throttle,
have.
you're in it too long, and the next thing you know, you're like, you're scrambling to make that turn. You're either in the wall or you're spinning out.
Or hitting another car.
Right. It's just they're pretty particular. So they're not. Out of all the Mud Boss classes, they're not very easy to drive.
But when
All
you
the
got
time.
one that runs good, man, they're
It
fun.
does. Like yours was good. Yours was an easy car to drive. I put that same setup on mine. It was not an easy car to drive. Still wasn't.
My car was
Every
all-
once in a while it was good, but it's all tire.
Yeah.
Like you put it on the right track. Like I put it up at RJ's with the right set of tires on it. That setup, great. But once that one tire wore out, I could not find another tire that replicated that for the life of me. And then you go, well, why am I 0.2 slower? Well, you just don't have any freaking traction. So I don't know, like the Traxxas modifieds. I mean, look at those. Like I drove Marks that one time, basically box stock. It drove horrible. And then Pete Ludwig lent me a set of tires. I put those on, completely changed the car. It went from a car that was, should have finished last to like, oh, this car could win. I mean, tires make the difference. But Traxxas modified, that's an entry level class, but it's not a beginner. There's some guys like, Groover, he likes box stock. Some guys, they just like box stock shit. Should they not be allowed to run it?
Mum's the word.
I think they should be allowed to run it.
Mum's the word for me.
I don't. I mean, Mud Boss is practically box stock. You gotta admit that.
Mum's the word for me.
That's a yes or no.
Mum's the word for
All
me.
you're doing is changing the body, the body mount. And you're tweaking the chassis and adjusting things, but that's still a box stock class. And it's very competitive, and there's some guys in there that are really good.
Mum's the word.
Okay. Does anybody else have opinions?
I'm not allowed to anymore. I got told I'm not allowed to have opinion anymore.
Must have been a taco truck. Foamy DMs. Truing is easy. Money for tires is tough. Always money for tires. Mike Woods wants a tire cleaner. Hey, Tyler. Foam tires can be repaired. Rubbers cannot.
Yeah, rubbers never can be repaired.
I tried gluing together a ripped tire, man. It doesn't last that long.
Don't ever try to...
And the grip with foam tires is so much better. All depends on entry and exit, whether the car is in the wall or not. Yes, tires are everything. The mod, you have to drill the shocks out to free the car up. But that's illegal around here.
Yes.
Yes, because it's supposed to be box
I honestly think if you would really take a couple of these Traxxas mods apart,
Yeah.
like in depth take them apart, they're
Well,
not going to be too legal.
some might not. But I will say, Marks was box stock. Those tires that I put on it completely changed the
Okay,
car.
my thing is, a lot of people are buying the tires and not the rims and separate. Are people doing stuff to, like putting different foams, putting Mud Boss foams in them?
They're supposed to not.
But if you don't cut a tire apart,
Well,
I'm just saying.
Got to call that out.
I'm just saying, stuff could be done.
Stuff could be done, but none of our fellow racers would ever cheat.
No, never.
Ever.
Ever.
Ever. Ever. Ever.
Never.
Ever. Ever. I never met a person that cheated.
Yeah.
Have you?
Nope.
Nope. When was the last time we had to throw somebody out for tech?
We have for
No.
bodies.
Wow.
They have to come back and
Cut them down.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Why is it only 8:13?
I know.
Why is today going so slow?
Because we don't have Kyle here to make fun of.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you've been making fun of them no matter what.
Yeah.
See y'all Route
Oh,
183 in
sweet.
June. Can't wait to see you guys. I won't be there again. I'll be on vacation. Drilling the rims or drilling or cutting the foams? I imagine Preston's referring to cutting the foams. I mean, you can drill the rims for air holes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Justin Reitnauer.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
Sean Horning for the gear last summer. Congratulations on your win, Justin. We make it fun. Yeah. I'm glad you had a good time.
Oh yeah. We had.
Yeah, yeah.
Tyler learned.
I heard you.
Tyler learned a lot of things with pitting.
Yeah, I know, but he shouldn't have learned half those things.
And then we had him pulling out Puppy's leg hair. Because Puppy is one hairy beast, and we told it, and man, it made.
I don't want to hear this.
It made Puppy was bouncing around because.
I don't want to know about his legs and his hair.
Oh,
I don't. I don't.
He's like the freaking.
I'm glad I wasn't there.
He's like the freaking.
Now you made me glad I wasn't there.
If you would want to go out and look for a
Bigfoot?
Puppy's a Bigfoot with how hairy that his legs were.
He's a short Bigfoot that was shaved down.
He just came back from a gay cruise.
A what?
He was on a gay cruise.
With who?
I don't know, but he went on a cruise. But I was telling everybody he went on a gay cruise.
Why? Oh. What's your favorite class to run? I don't
My
know.
mouth.
Yeah, you got that going. Depends what's running good that day. I mean, that's my favorite class to run. Whatever one's running good.
I like EDM.
Yeah.
That's my class.
You're welcome, Justin. Well, I like mod when it runs good. Right now, I'm liking the 17.5 Sprint, the boosted. I know you're going to say you're stupid for that one,
Mum's the word.
but I have enjoyed playing around with that. That's been fun.
Mum's the word.
I mean, I'm looking forward to running that again. I mean, I was just going to run my 17.5 against the mod cars and just be like, oh, what can it do? It should be faster than a 360. Could it be close to a mod? I don't know. We'll find out. Probably not. I mean, you're running Cameron Fluor. I mean, you could probably put a slot car out there on rails and just have to hold the trigger. He'd still beat it. You know, that kid's amazing with a car. So, I don't know. So, we're dying. What are we?
Because I don't have any opinions.
You don't. So I have to have them all.
Yep.
And, you know, well, let's see. What can we get you going on? You got opinions about weather.
Well, it just sucks. The flat out sucks.
Well, what if somebody likes rainy days?
If you like rainy days, you got head issues.
Well,
I mean, unless you want to sleep all day.
well, some people do. Some people that we know do.
Yeah. He's at home with his binky right now.
Oh, poor Kyle.
Oh, no, poor Kyle.
No, not really. But it's his own fault for staying up late. He's young. He's under 30.
But he's fat.
Listen,
When you're fat and you walk that much, it gets you tired. And he went to Port Royal.
I don't know. Did he walk that much?
I don't know. You had to walk up steps. He probably was tired.
I mean, especially when you're under 30. How many times did you go out and just stay up all night?
When drink?
Yeah.
And then wake up and go to work hungover? Oh.
You just didn't even fall asleep. You just went to work.
And then you took a nap
kinda
at
go
work.
like, I might be drunk yet.
You took a nap at work.
Yeah, I never had a job where I could really nap.
Oh, I did that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had to work a Saturday one time. and I drank so much the Friday night before, and luckily I was with two other guys that we were working at this candy place doing repairs.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot of work.
Yeah. All right.
I went into the office and fell asleep while they did the work. Got paid overtime while I was sleeping.
I had a third shift job one time. I took a break and fell asleep. They came in and got me. I was 45 minutes later. Like, where have you been? I'm like, well, apparently I closed my eyes for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I was sleeping much then. I hated third shift. I'd be up for days. The worst I think I was up was for 3 days straight. You know, after about day 2, you start hallucinating. You ever tried driving when you're just like, you've been up
Yeah,
for days?
My thing is like when we drive down to Florida.
Yeah.
And I try to drive all through the night.
Yeah, I don't like driving all night.
That's when it.
I got to start at like 3:30, just so I'm there starting.
Yeah.
When the sun's coming up.
Yeah, that got me a couple times.
Yeah, but like if I had to leave at like 9.
Yeah.
And drive all night, I don't know if I'd be able to do that. But man, like you start driving and like the lights start casting shadows. And you start to hallucinate and see shit, and like you just start fucking swerving at deers that aren't there because they don't really exist. And then people won't go by you because they're like, "What the fuck is wrong with this person?" Yeah, man, never liked third shift.
I never worked third shift. I did jobs where I had like, we would do giant food stores.
Yeah.
And we'd have to do it at night.
Oh. Yeah,
but
you probably went home at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, we started like 6:30, and then.
Yeah. My opinion is like if you get sleep by like 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
You're usually fine. You can get up at 7.
That was the extent of my like third shifting.
Yeah. No. And like you come home sometimes and like sometimes it's like you're falling asleep on the way home.
And then you get home and you're wide awake.
Yeah.
My problem is if I get in the shower.
You're wide awake.
Yeah.
Oh. No, man, there's just times it's like you just drag in through the door and you're barely through the door and you're done. You're out. And then other times it's like, well, I can't fucking sleep. And every little thing just wakes you up. Oh, man, that's just evil. You should not have to work it. Ever. Never. You should only ever stay up all night because you're partying and having fun. That's it.
I couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done it.
You get to that certain age and you can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's been a while.
And I don't drink anymore, so.
Yeah, you know, the problem is, like, if I drink a lot, even if I...
You get tired.
Right.
Yep.
Like, you know, we go out on Wednesday nights and, like, have a drink. Well, she'll have a drink, and I'm like, you know, I'll save mine for, like, you know, we play freaking bingo. And by the time I get there, I'm like, you know, I'll just want to go to sleep.
Yep.
Like, one beer just wants to put you to bed. So, you either got to commit to the drinking...
And keep on going?
Keep going.
Yep.
Power through.
If you only have one, it's, yeah.
And day drinking anymore, it's like, you just know. It's like, but if you're just going to drink during the afternoon, and then you're going to come home?
I think if I have...
At like 6 o'clock, it's like, well, I'm just going to go to fucking bed.
I think if I had one beer right now, I'd be done.
Well,
because it's been so long since I drank.
Yeah. Be toasted.
Yep, I'd be...
Yeah. Give you a Coors Light, you'd be
yep.
fucking DUI.
Yeah, so it's just been...
No. I'd rather just drink at the end of the day. That's why everybody drinks at night, because then you could just sleep it off.
Yeah.
So, why we always went out partying at night. No one ever parties during the day. No. I mean, that's the reason why day shift hookers don't make as much money. Not many people there. Just the raging alcoholics that are up all night.
Tyler.
Yeah, I bet it does. It makes me scared, too. Yeah. Well.
I did get our computer working, though.
How?
Something was wrong in the IP or something like that. I don't know. Brock was on the compute phone with me, and I was going to... And then me and Kyle spent like 2 hours one night.
Oh, doing the points?
Doing a fake race.
Yeah.
With all the positions from Deer Run.
Yeah.
And then I could do the points.
That sucked.
So we had to enter everybody's name. We had to enter all the races. We had to do people's laps.
Finishing.
We had to do laps where, like, it. Yeah.
Oh, God, that's murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you'll never let that happen again.
It was something that I don't know what happened to the computer that. Because Brock had me go into this folder, into this, into this, into this, into this, and then change something, and then everything was right.
Yeah, we should just go back to the old days of clickers with counting laps.
You see
So
some of
much
the people
easier.
we have racing with, they can't count past 5. They can't click past 5.
I don't know how we did it back then. Apparently, people were a lot smarter back then.
But
And
no,
just imagine, like, where the heck would you get 8 people to volunteer to sit there
we
and
can't
click
get 4
cars
people
all
to
day?
volunteer to marshal.
No. How would that happen? You better be paying them a lot of money.
Yeah, so the 183 race, we'll have our computer set up that way.
I wonder that too, Bob. Why the hell are transponders so expensive?
Well, if it's only the MyLaps.
Yeah.
Because the TrackMate ones,
Yeah.
they're like $25.
Yeah. I don't know. Why? Now, how's the TrackMate software? I don't think is that bad either.
No, it's
I
just
think
the
they use
problem
that
you
up at Soltz.
You just have to have the transponder on the outside of the body,
Yeah.
and then
So I don't care.
the timing system goes over the track.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, some people hit that timing system.
Well,
When they flip.
who the hell's bright idea was it to spend $4,000 on a timing system and $110 per transponder?
I don't know. Brock
Whose idea?
Brock
Whose
has
idea?
like 4 timing systems.
Oh. Of the MyLaps?
Yeah.
Oh, somebody
I
asked
get-
me today that if somebody's selling one.
I guess the one that Lawton has might be
Yeah.
Brock's, and the one that 183 and the factory has is Brock's.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
If you ever have a question about MyLaps,
He's a MyLaps
that
millionaire.
system, don't call MyLaps.
Yeah.
Call Brock.
Okay. We use calculators and hit +1 after every lap. Yeah. Go back to that.
People don't know how to use calculators anymore.
That's true. Oh, I like those old-fashioned, just little mechanical clickers. They have those. $135. I mean, they're just it's outrageous how much they cost. That is a racket.
And also, I think that's what's hurting. Like, to buy a car nowadays,
Yeah, I
$400
mean
bucks.
it probably does. It's like, well, for me to go racing, it's $120 for a transponder.
Buy batteries,
Yeah,
buy a charger, buy
just to go try it out.
a controller. You're at $1,000 before you know it. And I think
Well,
that's why we don't see kids do it a lot either, because
It's
parents
too
don't want to
expensive.
spend $1,000 for a kid to try it. And you know, kids nowadays, their attention span.
If they're going to do it, they're just going to be like, well, we'll just buy you this, and then you can just bash around the yard with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
And I think that's
Right.
that's why you don't see a lot of kids racing, because
MyLaps are communists. No, they're not, because they wouldn't charge that much.
Yeah.
Everybody would have a transponder. You'll have transponder for all your car. One for each one.
but
I wish we had that. Man, Cruiser did that. He had a transponder for every car.
see,
Can you imagine having a transponder for every car?
I got
That'd be
I got
great.
3 or 4 of them, but I got them when I bought people out of stuff.
Yeah.
And like
I got 3. That's it.
Bones has one of mine that is getting fixed.
Yeah. What do you mean fixed?
Like
Cord? The
via
wire?
the wires.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. Like, from unplugging them and plugging them in, those wires go bad.
Yeah.
Those plugs.
Well, yeah. Now some of the system.
Last year, Losi NASCAR is a 180 full car and transponder is 135. Makes no sense. Yeah, that's the problem.
Well, yeah, and also like the transponders.
Yeah.
Some of the 2 wires and stuff don't work at places.
Yep.
So if you were an older guy that's been racing 5 or 6 years, and all you have is 2 wires,
Yeah. You're done.
you're gonna have to go spend
Yeah.
100.
Yeah.
And say you have 5 2 wires,
Yeah.
and you race at a track where the 2 wires don't work.
I don't understand.
Right there,
'cause
you
they're
gotta-
they're just RFID transmitters. It's just giving a little bit of power so that loop can read it. I can understand. Okay, like the software. That's really where the expense is the software.
But that's
So
that's one thing.
You got to have a.
I
Imagine
think-
it's a service every month you got to pay for.
I think I only have 1 3 wire.
Yeah. Oh. The
All
rest
mine
are
are.
2-wire?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So if I go race at a track where it needs 3 wires and I run 2 classes, hey, give me a second.
I don't need a second with a sprint car. Did you see Tyler?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so sweet. It's coming. Well, he's going down that path with transponders.
No, it could be just
Yeah.
if you've been
Transponder
racing.
is the only item that retains value
Probably-
until the system gets upgraded.
If a
Yep.
guy's been racing 10 years,
I agree. It probably does take $3 to make.
Yeah. But if a guy's been racing 10 years,
Yeah.
say he started when he was 16 and he has,
Yeah.
it's not old,
Yeah.
but he's been racing for 10 years and got all these 2-wires, he's screwed.
Yes. So unless you're getting a good deal, there's no point buying too many.
No.
Because you never know when you'll just be phased out.
Yeah.
And then you're doing it again.
Yep.
Then with the inevitable cost of increase to everything, it's like, well, now they're going to cost $150. Why? Well, they do more. What more do they do? They transponder harder.
Yeah.
This time it won't miss every lap. How many
But that-
times we have problems with those things?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. It probably does cost them $3 to make. It's a racket.
Mhm.
That's the first thing I thought when I got in. I'm like, wait, so I got the car, got this. I'm going to need that transponder. It costs $110. How the fuck is that possible?
Even a motor. Do you think some of these motors cost $150?
No. Well, I don't know. Maybe besides their marketing cost. I mean, I gotta imagine some of them probably do with the machine work that's been done, and supposedly they are custom built to certain specifications. I don't know. We should really ask Garrett about that because they had their motor line.
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen? So, oh, well, somebody's making money. Just we aren't.
A set of tires.
Yeah, I can't imagine it
You don't-
costs that much to fucking.
It don't
make
cost
tires.
$25 to make a set of tires of rubber and foam.
Yeah, it's not like they're belted.
No.
Like that foam probably costs like a nickel.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
That wheel probably cost nickel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the markup, man.
Yeah.
And you know what?
But
the worst thing is
The
the
markup.
shop owners don't even get any
No,
of that.
the markup.
Really.
Mike tells me his markup. What he makes on
It's like $1.50 probably.
what he makes on a car
Yeah, it's nothing.
is nothing.
Like the parts might be half, but they're $1.50 each.
I think he says when he sells Traxxas modified, he makes like $20.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
Like that's nothing.
Yeah, that's the thing. But then you got places like A-Main, they'll sell them basically for their cost.
Yeah.
Because they just want us to move them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Mike doesn't. Mike was telling me what he makes on cars. He doesn't make.
Yeah.
He doesn't
No.
make shit on cars.
Yeah. I mean, you would think that'd be the high dollar item, but no. Parts.
Yep.
But they're $3 each.
Yeah, you have to sell a lot of parts.
You got to sell a lot of caster blocks at $3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Made $1 million this year. What'd you sell? All caster blocks.
Yeah. He says the markup on parts is good, but
That's why I like that wood floor. It broke a lot of them.
yeah, he sold. Yeah.
For two people, it's over $200. Yep. I mean, yep. Motor builder cost. I mean, I would be interested to know, like, where the expense is and, like, how they put those together. Like,
It doesn't matter if
because
it's.
those 12T motors, I mean, there's a factory in China that just makes those motors for thousands of applications.
But even like an R1, a Phantom, they're not made.
Custom built.
No, they're made in
they're-
bulk.
Right. By some vendor that's making motors for something.
Yeah.
So, like, is the let's say it's Trinity. Are they going in there saying, hey, we're going to buy all these motors, but then we're going to take it? Oh, man, that cat. Oh, man. Wow, that cat just shit. But, yeah, I mean, are they taking it then and, like, saying, all right, well, we're going to put our magnets in, we're going to put our bearings in, we're going to...
I was told most of the motors are all built by the same, are all the same.
Well, that's what they say about batteries too. It's just a matter of, I guess, SMC. They go out there and say, "Oh man, SMC would go out there and say, listen, we want to spend this much, but we want batteries of this quality."
Yeah.
And then it just goes on down the line till you finally get the freaking Z batteries and like, We'll take the slop in the back.
Yep.
What do you got left? So, and not to say Z batteries are junk. I mean, most of them they're good enough to run with.
Yeah.
So, but John Beth. Most people don't have RC cars. How do you know? Maybe they do. Make them in the USA and charge less. Huh. There you go, Preston. Start a motor manufacturing company. You don't even know what's inside those motors, do you?
I've taken them apart.
You couldn't build one of those.
I don't know. I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of electrical
I
engineering.
don't have time to do what I have now, other than that.
John Parker. If you can afford an RC car, obviously you're trying to waste money. Yes, I got
That's
too much money to. I need to spend it.
That's like any race car's at.
Yeah, that's how that discussion got started. Is like, why are these guys going in? They're going down to a novice class. This is real car racing, and then they can buy new tires every week. So, is that bad? I mean, what do you do about that? I mean, there's just so many things. It's like, with all of racing, it's like, Jesus Christ, that cat stinks. Oh, man, that's bad.
I'm glad I can't breathe right now.
Oh, I can't
My
either,
allergies are killing me.
You can't smell that?
A little bit, but my allergies are...
A little bit?
Yeah.
Jesus. But, yeah, it's like, yeah, I mean, what can you do? Do you just have spec tires and hand out tires every race? I mean, it eventually comes a point it's like, well, they're right, racing costs money. You're going to have to spend money. Whether or not you can afford to spend the money, that's up to you. So, but they need those beginner level classes, like Grandview. Needs to have what? Hobby stocks?
No, they only
What the hell they have now?
They only have 2 classes up there.
Sportsman and modified.
Yeah.
But they do enduro runs.
Yeah, those
and
are
then
on
they have
Friday
the vintage
nights.
cars, which
are still expensive.
most of those guys, but most of those guys are not putting sportsman money into a vintage car.
No.
So, that's more of a hobby thing. Yeah, there is probably a haze in the video. RC car's expensive. What about self? What the hell you getting at, John Beth? He gets married, and all of a sudden he's getting cocky. Congratulations, Mr. Beth, on getting married. Now he's not coming out to race anymore. You better start coming out, man.
That leash is short.
Yes. Yeah.
See, my wife tells me to go racing to get away from her.
Go back to 27 turn motors. They're gaining popularity again and only $30. Yeah, there you go. How about if we just all race slower? What would you think about racing slower?
People will still crash.
I think you're right. I love when somebody goes like, hey, how come you guys don't race with 3S? Have you seen these guys on 2S? Have you? We could give them the slowest car in the world. We're still going to crash. So, put 8 of them out there. I mean, shit happens.
Yeah. Yeah. You can have the 8 best drivers in the country out there. They're still going to be wrecking.
The 8 best drivers?
Yeah.
And you think the 8 best drivers would still wreck?
Yes. It's just how it's.
What happens?
It happens.
It does. It does.
People crash.
Yeah.
You're driving a car with a controller from 20, 30, 40 feet away.
Yeah. One of the guys yesterday came up to me. He's like, oh, man, I've wrecked you both rounds. I'm sorry. I'm like, it's fine. You're new.
Like, it happens.
It happens. You ain't always happy about it, but it's like, you know what? It happens.
You got the 8 best drivers in the country.
Yeah.
They're still going to wreck.
Yeah. Yeah. Why? Why are they going to wreck? Because they want to beat the other guy.
Yes.
And they're going to do something stupid.
Yes.
Someone, somewhere along the line will do something stupid. And if they haven't done something stupid, someone's not doing their job right, to be honest.
People are stupid.
Yes.
We're all stupid.
Yes. If they weren't doing something stupid, it all stays a conga line. They just follow each other.
Yeah.
And someone didn't do their job.
Yeah.
Because, well, I really shouldn't pass him. It might wreck it.
Yeah.
It might wreck him. Well, it's your job to beat him.
Yeah.
It's your job.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting paid to do.
We're human.
Yeah. You want that sticker? You better go pass them, boy.
You want that?
Don't you sit back there and just wait.
You want that $11 trophy?
Yes. Oh. Round cells and 27 turn motors. Mod, then spec, then mod, then spec. Doing something stupid is the story of my life. Oh, Bob Barker should come around here and race. Apparently he does a lot of stupid stuff. We need to see that. We need to get him on the track around here. Put him in one of Preston's car. We'll put him in your midget.
Kyle drives it, so it can't be any worse than that.
No, it can't be any worse than that. You even give him a good car, he can't win with it.
No.
Yeah. He should have won that last race he ran with it.
Yeah, that thing's lacking something, like power.
Well, that's what every loser says.
I think that's one of the 13.5s that the Chinese person really had squint eyes at night and didn't put it together too good.
There you go. That's your downfall. You're going to talk bad about the Chinese people, and Barney's going to hear that, and he's going to come after you.
He's not Chinese.
The Asian mafia. They'll be on you.
But it's like those 13.5 motors. You could buy 6 of them. One of them's going to be a dud.
Yeah.
This is how they're...
Well, I mean, the 12 turns like you were just playing with.
Yeah.
Some are good, some are bad.
Yeah.
Usually the good ones only last for a race or two. Burn themselves out real fast. So, Preston, it's 8:39. I'm running out of things to talk about, and that cat shit really stinks, man.
Where are you racing this weekend?
I don't know.
I don't think you're going to get Ultimate Thursday night.
I don't think so either. I won't be at the Racer Series, but maybe go back up to RJ's. So RJ's will be running this Sunday. Ultimate will be running Sunday. Pheasantland's still not running.
Well, they're practicing Tuesday and Friday.
June 7th, though, Hoagland's the last lap memorial. So
Yeah, go to that if you can.
yeah, go out there for that. Support them.
Yeah.
Say your final goodbyes to Jerry. And go out there, support the nice track. Give Brian Boyce some love while you're out there. Give him a big crowd. So should be a good day.
Yeah, I won't be there.
Yeah, you're on vacation.
Yep.
They had the Chinese Bob Barker.
So you're not going up to Pheasantland tomorrow night to practice anything?
Nah, we got to go see your dad. He's in rehab.
Okay.
So he had a hip surgery, so now he's in the rehab right now. So I'll see you guys whenever.
I think Deer Run's racing Saturday.
Yeah, Deer Run.
WNRC's racing Saturday.
183 is not running this Saturday.
No, their next race is the 7th, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Ultimate Sunday, RJ Sunday. Leicester's, if the rain holds out for Bill's series, which...
Yeah. I wonder. Wait, somebody messaged us on Messenger. Oh, it's just my sister.
And...
Oh, hold on. Let me see here. I'm seeing if Ultimate's running. Maybe
Off-road?
Lance knows. Yeah. Friday night. Maybe Lance knows. Maybe Lance will be helpful.
Lance is probably already sleeping holding his binky with
Oh,
Kyle.
man. What is it with you with Binky?
I don't know.
That's Dirt Oval. All right, let's see. Friday. Saturday, May 24th. Saturday, May 31st. Pit Stop Hobbies. June 6th will be the next Ultimate Off-Road. So, yep, I'll be there at Pit Stop this week. So, no off-road racing. Not been able to do that yet. That's what sucks about this this freaking spring so far. Really have not been able to go out and do anything. Just I'm getting sick and tired of it. Any date that I'm looking forward to gets rained out. It's bullshit, man. Someone needs to do better. do better. Fix this weather. All right. Well, I think that's a show.
Okay.
Preston, thank our sponsors.
I don't know your sponsors.
You got sponsors?
Undercover Race Chassis, Papa Willie's, Motive, Gravity RC,
Okay.
WNRC Speedway.
All right. Well, I'm going to thank Bill Osborne, Rip Motorsports, Papa Willie's, J Body RC, who am I forgetting? KHD, Ultimate RC Pit Stop, Pheasantland RC Pit Stop, Pheasantland RC Raceway.
Wow.
Yeah, got them all confused. Todd Epstein, car owner. Russ Lebo. How's Russ doing?
Good.
Good. All right. Well, all right. See you later, Barney. Barney can't wait for us to be gone.
No, he didn't. See ya, Barney.
Because I was talking about cats. So, all right.